Hey everyone, we have awoken once again in the washroom as we pretty much always do in this game. Now, if you remember the last episode, some things went a little, just a little wrong. You might want to go back and look at that one. There may have been some issues with the train. Either way, we're going to try to make up for it this time. Last time, I was trying to build the engine, then I realized that I needed to go get spark plugs, and upon trying to go over there, I may have beached the Rusco. Anyways, we've restarted, so we're pretty much back where we were before. However, the engine still needs to be built. There are quite a few pieces left, lots of stuff still on the shelf, and just a lot of things I need to still do, so that's what we're going to try and do today. So, as we need to go get that set of spark plugs and a few other things from the store, I'm going to go ahead and take the Rusco again. This time, however, we're going to make sure we are properly equipped. Let's just, I don't know. We figured out how to push things, and I think we've got some stuff in here already. The fuel canister and maybe some other things. Alright, just like I did before, this time hopefully a little bit more successfully, I'm going to take this case of beer with us on this journey. I'm going to put it in the back of the car. I know we can drink out of the tap, by the way. This beer is basically just for emergencies, and we're hopefully not going to run into any issues this time. Now what I want to do is turn off the light in the garage, and it looks like we actually have light in the house as well now, which is good. But this will save us on electrical bills, hopefully. And let's attempt to go there this time, but maybe a little bit more successfully. Alright, the car is running. I'm going to quickly shift in reverse. And instantly died. As usual with this thing, apparently. Okay, so what we have to do is rev the heck out of it. And then shift into reverse. And now we're moving. There we go. Okay, let's attempt to go down the street. This time, maybe a little bit more successfully than before. Oh, okay, never mind. So this car might be a hunk of garbage, but it is my hunk of garbage, and we're going to take it down to the store, hopefully successfully this time. I keep saying that, but I am constantly worried that we're not going to be able to make it. I'm going to shift up in a second, but I might end up regretting that. We shall see. I'm going to try to go... Wow, we are actually moving a little bit too fast for my liking. Okay, never mind, I'm an idiot. It is a good thing this car can't be damaged in the same way the Satsuma can, because I would have already destroyed it by now, dragging it like I did before. Yeah, it's been a little rough for this thing. Okay, so far so good. No death yet, although death is always pending in this game. There's always something that's gonna go wrong. I really just need to go to the shop and then we can start the engine build again. This is engine build part 2. Kind of. Alright, we are going to be hitting the same railroad tracks I mistakenly went down before, so let's just pass on by those. Not gonna make that same mistake again, at least not with this car. We might try it with something else, and then we're gonna be making a left up here, I believe. Okay, so this is the long way. I have actually never gone this way before because with the tractor I was able to cut through the mud, so I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna mess it up. Ooh, okay. I really don't know if I'm going the right way or not anymore. I'm really just going. So because I don't have individual control of the clutch, I basically always have trouble starting this, which means I almost always start by doing a ridiculous burnout. But anyways, we're going somewhere right now. We've just passed a few houses. Again, I'm not sure if this is the right way. We're just generally headed in this right direction. Maybe it's correct? We shall soon find out though. More houses, which is a good sign. At least I'm not in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The map isn't huge, and it's kind of restrictive because some of the trees are blocking, but these roads are always confusing to me. Oh, that's not good. We just got air in the Rusco. Oh, wow. So as I have maintained constantly, this game is just not easy on me at all. I'm having so many issues with this, but we have managed to roll the car, and the back door will not close, so hopefully I can flip it back over. We'll just get out the pushing hands and push. There you go, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, there's the train, our faithful enemy, but at least we know we're going the right way. Because we would have cut through most of the section I just drove using the track method. Thankfully, we don't need to anymore. Okay, I finally managed to get the car actually back on the road again, which was a miracle in itself, because this car is nearly impossible to get going on the dirt, which is pretty much 90% of the roads in this game from the looks of things. Thankfully, we are headed, at least I think we're headed the right direction. We've got to get to that store eventually. Oh, I just killed myself. Oh no. Oh goodness. And that's the first death. Unfortunate, but what can I say? I did this to myself. Oh goodness, I just woke up at the church. Well, this is not great because one, I don't know where the car is, and then two, I also don't know how I'm going to get back. Maybe the bus? Or I could just walk, perhaps? I do not know. This is not going to be good. I'm thinking I probably should have left that little mini bike at the graveyard, just in case this happened. But I really did not anticipate this at all. So much for the engine build. It looks like we're going to be walking. As long as I can buy the stuff I need to survive, though, we should be good. And it's not open. What to do now? It's just like I said in the last video, like literally nothing that you attempt to do in this game will go as planned. Everything always has a layer of complication. Alright, so here's my current plan. You're looking at the map right now. You can see that the Rusco is somewhere past the tracks, somewhere between Lop and the tracks. I don't think I got past there. It should be on the road as well, so we might be able to go and retrieve it. But the problem is now, we have to get back home, and that's the challenging part. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do it. I might end up having to die a bunch of times, because I think one of the chances is that you respawn at home, but obviously I don't want to do that if I don't have to. So what I'm going to attempt to do first, we're going to walk as much as we can, but I'm going to buy some groceries. Hopefully we can carry them, and maybe we'll make it home. Just maybe. Alrighty, so here's what I want to do. We have car batteries here, we've got spark plugs, they're $100. I'm assuming... Oh, you know what I did not pay for? I kind of owe money for gas, so at least we're squaring off that debt. I'm sorry about that from before. But I think what I want to do here is... dang, we can't bring a case of beer, that's not going to work. We can't bring juice concentrate either. Oh no, I bought all the milk and he hasn't restocked yet. That's not good. We're going to be probably hurting in terms of thirst. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some... Oh no. Okay, no, we still have sausages left. Okay, so I'm going to buy some spark plugs, and they'll be on the desk. And then I'm going to buy some sausages as well, maybe just 2 packs. And then, I don't know, an alternator belt, perhaps? That's probably something we're going to need. We'll get this stuff later, we'll have to come back for it. But I'm hoping that these things will all be in one shopping bag. If not, we're kind of screwed. And they are, thank goodness. Okay, so we have food, we have spark plugs, and I'm thinking that because I bought them in that order, I should be okay. But now begins the long, treacherous journey. I'm gonna walk home. Oh boy, I'm gonna end up spinning this bag as my way of enjoying myself here. This is gonna take a while. So I can't run because I don't have any water or milk or anything. And I guess the only thing I really need to do is pee, so we'll just do that as we're going. Just pee on the groceries. I'm going to try and look at this in a positive way and see it as a way to just explore the world. I mean, kinda. At least I wonder if I'm going the right way as well, because honestly, I have no idea at this point. Alright, so we need to make a left at this main intersection. I'm going to try and just cut things off as much as I can. I'm basically a turtle with a shopping bag, and we're going to try and go the most direct route possible, although I can't really climb these mountains and things. This game does not allow that, unfortunately. One other thing I need to watch out for is getting hit by cars or transport trucks, or potentially the bus, because that could also be bad. Shopping bag spinning simulator 2020. So my new plan is basically to follow the lake line around, and that will get us over to my house eventually. Keyword there is eventually. I just realized once it gets dark in this game, I am 100% screwed. I have no lights at all. I'm gonna need to stand by the road, I guess, in order to see anything. Okay, the only thing I need to hope now is that the lake is actually mapped, because some areas, as you can see dead in front of us there, they're not really there. It's more just like fake trees and a wall. So I think I can see where our house is. If you look at my, if you look through the shopping bag handle, you can kind of see what I'm looking at. It's somewhere over there, I think. It's on the second peak after this current one we're walking to. Okay, something I just realized we might have been able to do previously is just, like, swim across. That might have worked out a bit better than this, but it's a little too late now, unfortunately. Alright, plan update number 5. Basically, I've made it quite a significant distance, but I still have a ways to go. I think the island is over there in between my shopping bag crosshair, but we are slowly getting to where we need to be. It's just going to take a while. But what I'm planning on doing is I'll keep walking there, and then we'll try and build more of the engine. Now that we have the spark plugs and alternator belt and such, we should be able to do a little bit more and actually build some of this before the episode ends. It'd be good to get this engine done, but yeah, I think we're probably going to be missing more parts. I know we don't have oil and stuff like that, so we're going to have to make another trip to the store at some point, which means we're going to have to rescue the Rusco again. So I'm spying somebody going out on a boat right now. Interestingly enough, I didn't think that was even possible. I didn't know there was an NPC who was driving a boat. Okay, so I'm fairly sure, based on the look of this current situation, that over there somewhere is our house. And that means, hopefully, I can cross this bay and avoid having to walk around the entire thing. Wish me luck. Let's hope I can swim for a decent amount of time. Well, we have to hope there's no, like, sea monster in this game, because that would be a little devastating right now. We are so close. I'm going to put the bag into aerodynamic mode so we can hopefully move up a little bit faster here. Even an extra percentage of a kilometer is going to mean a lot. It has seriously been like 20 minutes and I'm just walking still, although swimming, but still at quite a leisurely pace. Okay, the thing that's worrying me most about this is that this area appears to be all covered in trees. Like, I don't think our house is like that. We shall see when we land on it, though. I may have found the wrong area. I'm going all out here. I think we're gonna run into the boat soon. It should be just on the other side of this. If I die just before then, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I've done it. I see the house. It's in our sights. Alright, we're running there. We're running all the way home, and then we'll take a sweet drink of water, and we'll be back at it. Hey, it looks like I might have found one of the wrecked cars as well. Oh wait, never mind. It's just a pile of garbage. Well, we'll ignore that. I guess the boat is right over there. Good to know, I guess. But we have made it home after all this time. My goodness. That was a pain and a half to do. Somehow I'm going to need to find a way to put a vehicle there. Like, if I can get the van, that would be great. But I have made it home just in the nick of time, which means we have all the parts we need to at least continue on with the build. That took a long time, like I said. In real time, I mean. That was like almost half an hour of just walking. Just kind of crazy. Either way, I've got the groceries right here. Let's just drop those, and we'll quickly go turn on the light as well. Okay, our case of beer is unfortunately in there, or in the Rusco, and our fuel canister is also in the Rusco, so no matter what, we have to get it back. Let's open this stuff up, though. So first things that came out were the spark plugs, and the spark plug... Oh, wait. Hopefully this just isn't... Okay, I had to check there, but thankfully, the spark plug box contains 4 spark plugs. I was worried for a second that it was only going to have, like, 1 in it. That would have been bad. And we do have an alternator belt now. Thank goodness, we can probably use that. And we'll crack this thing open. We probably need to eat some of this food. And I'm extremely hungry now, so we'll solve that really quick. Alright, into the kitchen. We'll put our sausages on the counter. And then immediately we'll lean on into the living room and just drink a ton of water. Thankfully, we have been saved. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll leave on my bedroom light because I know it's going to get dark and I won't be able to see. That darkness is coming in soon, but it is time once again, everyone. Let's continue on with the engine build. Eventually I'm going to have to sleep in game, but alright, let's do this. Where do the spark plugs go on this thing? Ah, there we go. So the spark plugs go in on this side, so we'll have to put them in there. Let me see what I need to do that. Alright, it looks like we have a spark plug wrench. We're definitely going to need that, so we'll grab hold of it. Switch back to the tool thing, and we'll put these into the engine. Hey, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to put them all in, and I'll tighten them all afterwards. Alright, spark plug wrench here, and tighten these down. They aren't showing green or anything, which is a little concerning, but we'll just tighten them on in there. And there we go. Our engine has spark plugs. Thank goodness. Okay, now we need to do the rocker cover, which is this one right here, or rocker shaft, I guess, not cover yet. Have to put the shaft on first. Now we need to figure out what direction this thing goes in, and to put it in correctly. I don't know if the game's gonna Oh, okay, it'll just allow me to do it like that. That works out too. So the size for this, I'm gonna guess it's an 8. And I am correct. Alright, let's screw this in. I don't want to mess up like I did before and miss a very important piece like the head gasket. Now we will eventually need to set the timings with this engine, and we're going to need to adjust these rockers as well, I think. So we'll have to do that when the time comes, but for now, we'll just leave it empty. Okay, it's camshaft time. Let's find it. I think I saw it down here. Ooh, that was a big reach there. Camshaft right here, and it should just go somewhere over on this side of the engine, I think. Somewhere in a hole? I saw a check mark in here somewhere. Come on, game. Oh, okay, that works, apparently. I think that just goes in as is. We probably don't need to do anything there. Yeah, don't ever put your engine like this, but for the sake of the game, we'll just leave it there. Oh, looks like the camshaft does have bolts on it. Let me quickly get those. It's a good thing I noticed that. Maybe a smaller size, perhaps? Alright, I've got the 5, and okay, it's happy with that. Thank goodness. I did see the camshaft bolts. Don't worry. That thing is not going to come flying out when I try and start this thing. Okay, so I have the camshaft gear. I believe that is next. Constantly having to zoom in here. That, oh wait, that's not that side. It goes on the other side. Oh, but it'll just let us put it on there. Okay, we gotta twist this thing around, or we'll just look at it from this angle. We need to, oh, hold on, we need the light for this. We need to line this thing up. It's gotta be timed correctly. Well, things are getting real awkwardly close here, but I'm gonna screw that in, and it looks like we can just, whoa, we can turn this as much as we need to. So how much should I turn it? I think I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay, so apparently it needs to point to the crankshaft, which is over here. Oh, there's the little mark right there. I did not notice that. I would not have noticed that either, so I'm glad I checked. But that should be lined up. Should be good to go there. Alright, now we need a timing chain. I think that's this thing. Right down here. Really have to get in low for this one. Timing chain. Oh, missed. Okay, timing chain is on. Timing cover. Okay, I don't know where that is either. Seems to be a common theme here. Ah, found the timing cover. Perfect. We can slap that on. Just like that. Oh, and it does come with some bolts. I don't have the right size on me. It's got to be one of these, though. Okay, so it's not a 10. It's not a 9. And this is what I'm doing for everything. Not an 8. 7, perhaps? Nope. 6? Oh, okay, it's a 6. It's got some hidden bolts as well that are kind of hard to see, but this is one right here, and I think there's another one. Ah, there we go. Maybe one more somewhere in between? Well, apparently I think I got them all. Okay, timing cover is on. Okay, I just thought of a pretty okay idea. I'm going to put the engine right here so I can work at it at proper height, because the next thing we need to do is put on the water pump, which is right here. At least I think that's what we're doing right now. Eventually I'm just going to start skipping the screwing in, because it's pretty constant, but at the same time, if I miss one, I'll try and show you so you can anticipate the catastrophic failure before I actually see it. Alright, water pump. Ooh, wow, okay, that shot me into the air, but water pump appears to be completely screwed in. I don't know, I don't think that this one has any adjustment. I think it's the alternator that we'll have to use to tighten the belt, but until then, it's on. Alright, next is the pulleys, I would assume. Looks like there's a pulley right here, and there's a pulley down here, so probably crankshaft pulley. Okay, we'll put that on, just like that, and we'll take the water pump pulley, put that on too, just like that. Alright, these things need to be screwed in. Okay, next up is the distributor, and from what I've read, it's apparently pretty important that this is correctly aligned. Wow, okay, as I just peek out in the backyard, you know. The distributor's right here though, so let's grab that. And we need to put this in properly. Oh, come on. And there it is. Okay, that works for me. Okay, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to flip this around and maybe still put it on the shelf? I don't know. That seems to be working out pretty well for me. Okay, so I have the screwdriver. I don't exactly know what to do with this though. Oh, there we go. So it has a screw, but it looks like it needs to be turned. I don't know if that's something I have to do by hand. Oh, look, yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Yeah, you can see it sort of moving in there. Okay, we'll end up having to adjust the alternator, or distributor I mean, later, but for now I'm just going to turn it all the way this way, and then screw it on in, so it should be roughly in a, I don't know, it's in a place, it's not necessarily a good place or a bad one. We're going to have to come back and turn that later though, probably. Okay, next up is the alternator. It is right here, so we'll grab that, try and fit it on somewhere over here, I think. Okay, that works. Now, so we have a bolt here for adjustment, and we've got another one here. Let's do this thing up. Okay, so apparently the alternator is right here. We're probably going to need to put a belt on that first, I would think. And would you look at that, I actually did get an alternator belt. I'm actually going to use the things I purchased. Thank goodness. Okay, so the tension of the belt is something we'll have to adjust at some point. But for now, I can't really test it, I don't think. According to what I'm reading here, we're going to need it in the car. Okay, so from my quick reading, all we need to really do for now is just put it so it's up against this. And then we'll have to come back later on and adjust it, I think. Well, it looks like it's time for the engine plate, so let's slap that on. And then soon we're going to have to go to sleep because our guy is dying. And I think I might call the video there. This has been an interesting one. Alright, let's put the starter on it, so we've got to find that somewhere. I think I saw it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Starter. Slap that in. Hey, there we go. Starter is on. Oh boy, here we are. We're getting to the good stuff now. Time to put the carb on it. I believe that's going to go on this side, so let's do that. Oh yeah, there's the carb right there. And boom. Oh wait, that doesn't look right. Hold on. There we go. Boom, it is on. We have a carburetor on the engine. We're going to have to tune that as well. That's going to be real tough. Alright, carburetor is on. Engine is looking... I mean, it does look kind of like an engine now. I don't know if we can... We might not be able to pick it up anymore. Oh no, we can. Thank goodness. Yeah. I mean, it looks like an engine. That's a good thing. Oh, okay, I just dropped the engine on the floor. Hopefully that doesn't do anything to the actual structural integrity of it. I seem to be breaking a lot of stuff in this game. Okay, let's put the header on, and I think we're going to cap it there. This has been a pretty difficult episode so far. A lot of challenges. So far, though, we are making it. It's taken some time, but I'm finally getting this engine done. Finally. I mean, realistically speaking, I could have skipped the spark plugs and then kind of went on, but I really did not want to forget them. I just wanted to get everything I needed, and I'm still not there yet, but at least we have most of the stuff. Alright, well, our guy is extremely tired. I think it's time that we went to the washroom real quick, saved, and then slept. It has been a very interesting episode, though. My goodness. I've gotten a lot done, thankfully. Eventually, we're going to have to install this suspension stuff as well. We'll probably do that before we actually put the engine in the car. Either way, though, this has been quite good. Well, like I said, that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. Bit eventful this time, a ton of walking, but again, what can you do? This game is this game. It's always a challenge to play, but that's okay. It's rewarding in its own way. It's been fun. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you're enjoying things as we continue on in 2020. Before you go, it's time to thank those who have chosen to support the channel by hitting the join button, specifically the advanced supporters, Canadian Steel, Slow Fried Chicken 69, Overlord, Dr. Ivo, That Rice-Stood Explorer, QT Bear, The Most Random Person, and Austin. Thank you again for your support.